All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're bringing back the beat breakdown. It's been a while since I made a beat breakdown video. It's been probably a couple months or a year or whatever, however long it's been, but we're starting up the beat breakdown video again for this year. And the reason for that is because it's about to be a year since I've shared one of the projects that I made on streaming services for everybody to go and listen. I promoted it on social media. I promoted it on here a year ago. So if you want to go check that out, I'll link it down below or up here somewhere, and we can get right into it. If you guys didn't know about the project is called Right My Wrongs. It has 10 tracks on there. It's on every streaming platform, Spotify, Apple Music, or whatever else you use. It's on there. Just type in my name, Gahel, with a period at the end, and then you'll find it there. It's called Right My Wrongs. But for this video, I didn't want to make it too complicated. I didn't want to choose a track that has too much ins and outs of it. But if you guys are interested in that, I can go over it. But the track that I like a lot was probably the interlude. I'm a sucker for interludes. I listen to a lot of interludes from popular albums or popular artists. I have a whole playlist of just interludes. So if you have Apple Music, I'll link it down below, and you can save that playlist, and you can share it with your friends or listen to yourself. For Spotify, if you have the songs, if you see the songs on there, you can just add them to your own thing and then listen it to there. All right, so the interlude that we're gonna go over on the project is called The Things I Had and Things I Lost, and we can just get into it. First and foremost, here's my Apple Music profile. If you just type in my name, Gahel, G-A-H-E-L, with the period at the end, don't forget the period, right over here. You'll see the project that I put out. It was February 22nd, 2022, and right now it's January 22nd, 2023. So it was about a year ago. In a month, it's about to be a year since I put this out. And if you click it, yeah, here it is, right here, Right My Wrongs, and it has 10 songs, and the song that we're gonna go over is the 8th song, all right? Now, here's the 8th song, super simple. It's something I had fun doing. I wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to do anything crazy at all. So I'll play it for you guys real quick. Right, so that right there is the entire track. Super simple. It's an interlude, so it doesn't have to be long. It's like a transition to the next phase or the next feeling of whatever project or whatever thing that you're trying to share with people. But so as you see there, that's the entire track of that entire interlude of track 8 on the project. It's not too complicated. It's just a whole bunch of repeated tracks over and over again, chopped up. But I remember when I was trying to create an interlude, I was trying to create something original off the top of my head. and I was kind of having a hard time because I didn't want to like mimic anybody else's style or anything like that. But it was kind of tough. But I knew that I wanted to create something a little cinematic because, you know, that's something that I like a lot. I wanted to create a track where people felt like, you know, they're in a movie or they're experiencing something, you know, transformative, if that's a word. So I remember I was talking to a group of people, and, you know, we just decided we'll go on Splice and see what we can come up with. Now that you can see Splice on your screen, you can see the sounds that we decided to use, and it's the 3 ones that we hearted right here. But we were cycling through a whole bunch of different packs, and the packs that we wanted was something cinematic. So as you can see, we found this pack, Film Scoring Tools, Cinematic Drama. And after going through a whole bunch of them, we found a whole bunch of stuff that we liked, that we saved. But this is the 3 sounds over here that we used, that we selected. A lot of the sounds that we chose were very similar, but it was like different tonal ranges. The first one is this one. Right, that's the first one. This is the second one. And then this is the third one. So a lot of the sounds are the same. It's just that we took certain parts of it and just chopped them up so that, you know, they can, you know, flow within each other very nicely. And that's how you got the first part. So those are the main sounds of that track. And we didn't do anything crazy with it. You know, we just put a couple automation clips on there, which each of them, I'll pull them all up for you right now to show you how they play with each other. Like I said, this is super simple. We're just having fun. And I was not trying to like create anything like, you know, too complicated, just something just to create a feeling. And with music, you can create literally anything and it will work out. As you can see with the parametric EQs, we just cut off a lot of the high parts in each of the audio clips. And that's very subjective to each person. But to me, I felt like it wasn't really too necessary to have all those like notes or all those sounds reach that high. So I cut them down a little bit. And obviously you have the tail. The tail is, that's what I named it, is the end of this audio part. I didn't want the tail to get in the way of each new audio clip that came to play within each other. Cause like if you did, you'd probably have something like over here. Like if you hear that right there, let me mute this down. You see that right there? I didn't want that to play too much because you can hear that. It gets too repetitive, I feel like. And then you got the reverse part right here. Let's single that out. The reason why I put the tail in reverse is because it's gonna bring you back to the beginning. I just needed something to lead you up there. Like whenever you hear like a reverse crash, it's like something like that. Like, you know, I just needed something to lead you back to the beginning of the melody again, which is obviously this one, this note right here. So I just wanted something to bring people back from the beginning. Over here, we have another reverse at the bottom. So having that reverse track down here in the purple, down here play, I have that there because I felt like it was kind of flat. The track was kind of flat, so having more sounds playing would make it more full. But you got to be very strategic about that. You got to see what fits and what doesn't. And sometimes I play by ear. I might not know music theory like that, or might not know keys better than anybody else, but I just play by ear. And if it sounds good to me, that means I might be doing something right. But I also take advice and ideas from other people. And that's what I was told, why don't I add a different reverse pitch onto here? And that's what I did. So I just let that play over there. And then everything else comes together, it feels like it's a buildup. As you can see, there's more tracks playing all together as you progress from the beginning to the end, because it's like kind of like a storytelling. Like you have a beginning, rise, climax, and then you resolution at the bottom. And I felt like that's what I did in this one when I added all these sounds together. I went through different like renditions with this. So that's why you feel like when you're listening to your headphones or in your car or wherever, you can feel it build up and then it just relieves at the end. You can hear that right there, like everything's building up. And then over here, that's when it just eases out after all the sounds build up together. And then you got some little accents here. I put some ambient noise. That right there is some raindrops. And then over here is some like, again, some ambient street sounds that I found on Splice. And I just put that there, only in 2 spots, in the beginning and towards the end. And then over here, I have kind of like a coffee shop noise. And with this one, with the coffee noise, I put a bunch of reverb on there. I put a little flange on there, and then some parametric EQ. Again, like without the parametric EQ, it sounds like loud. So if I'll play it. So that right there is that. I also pitched it down, so just to give it more of a muffly feeling, because I don't want to hear, you don't want to hear like too much of what people are saying. So there's that. And I also did a second one, which is this bottom purple right over here. And this one's a high pitch one. And I also did the same thing, just the grow speed, parametric EQ, and flange. And that right there is pretty much the entire track, honestly. It's nothing too complicated. I don't feel like music needs to be too complicated. So that right there is the entire project. It's nothing too complicated, like I've been saying throughout this entire video. I wanted to create something with feeling, something to make you feel like you're in a movie, and I feel like that's what I did when I find these sounds on Splice. There's nothing wrong with doing that either. Music is supposed to have fun. Granted, there are some rules to follow, but sometimes those rules are meant to be broken. If you're creating something that sounds good, that's like a masterpiece, and who knows, it might win a Grammy. You might have a famous artist hit you up because of the sounds you make. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just having fun with it, seeing what I can think of. So if you guys haven't listened to the project, go listen to it. It's on every streaming platform. It's called Right My Wrongs. Just type in my name, Gahel, with a period at the end, and you'll see it. There's 10 songs on there. So if you guys want me to do more deep dives into tracks like that, I can. There's a lot of songs on there I put a lot of work into. And other than that, just have fun creating music. If it's your hobby, if it's your job, if it's your passion, and you should be straight. All right. So I'll see you later. Follow me on Instagram, listen to the project, subscribe, like, share, and do all that. All right. I'll catch you guys later. I'm out. Peace.